Okay, so I promised y'all a semi story time. Okay, so here it is. And there's a lot of interruptions here. Of course, as you can imagine, I'm in a rehab facility, so I'm doing physical therapy and occupational therapy to get back to myself before I check out of here. So basically, I'm gonna try to make this a short story because I know I'm gonna have some interruptions. On October the 23rd, I woke up thinking it's going to be a normal day, but I was experiencing some dizziness and just weakness. I walked to my bathroom having to use my walls, holding on to everything, and to just use the restroom. Coming back to my bedroom to begin to work from home that day, I was having to again hold on to the walls to get back to my bed. I sat in my bed, I began to work, and then I felt extremely tired, like almost like weight was just coming over my body. I called my oldest daughter and just made her aware I don't feel right. And she's like, Mom, just go to the emergency room. I called my son to get him to take me to the emergency room, and he didn't answer. So I called my daughter back because at this time I'm feeling weaker. And I called my daughter back, and she's like, okay, Mom, I'm on my way. After that, I was sitting in bed, and I was like, okay, let me just get up, try to walk upstairs to my son's room. As I attempt to get out of bed, I realized I couldn't move my legs. At this point, I'm panicking. So I tried to call my son again, and he didn't answer. So he was sleeping, by the way. He was sleeping. He works overnight, so he was sleeping. So I'm sitting there, so I'm afraid because I couldn't move my legs. So then I started to type to finish my work, me thinking about work, I go in and I'm trying to complete my work because I know now I got to, I'm going to have to move. My daughter will be there shortly. I'm going to have to move. So as I'm sitting there trying to finish working, my fingers, as I'm typing stuff and I don't recognize. So instantly my brain went, you're having a stroke. Instantly started to pray, God, do not let me have a stroke. So as I'm sitting there, my hands began to drop and fall beside me as I'm typing on the laptop. And I couldn't move my arms. So, of course, panic mode went in. But in my heyday, I was a certified nursing assistant. And I remember one thing, a great rule to go by. Say your ABCs, or have the person that you think is about to have a stroke say their ABCs. So I was saying my ABCs so that I could see if I could recognize any changes in my voice. And I didn't. So I'm sitting there and I'm saying ABC, ABC, and I'm again trying to wait on my daughter. But as I tried to move my hands to my side, they began to fold backwards. I'm trying with all my strength and my hands are folding in. So then I used my voice and I used, what is she called? Siri, to call 911. So I said, Siri, call 911. And Siri called 911 for me. I'm sorry, let me turn this down. So once the 911 operator got on the phone, I began to tell her what was happening. As I'm talking to her, I started to realize my speech was getting blurred. Like it was slurred. I mean, it was like I was saying things slower than normal, especially slower than what I'm talking now. So as I'm talking to 911 operator, she's asking me to do these tasks. I could not do them. I'm on the inside panicking. I literally was just feel like I was going downhill. So I'm expressing to the 911 operator that I'm afraid. I was like, I'm in the house. I said, my son's here, but he's sleeping. So I began to tell her how to enter the house and where my bedroom is located. So I'm sitting there and I'm talking to her, and she's telling me that she could hear, that the fire department was going to arrive first, and they were en route, and the ambulance as well. So we're continuing, and she's talking and she's keeping me calm, but on the inside, I'm still praying, God, please don't let me have a stroke. So at this point, I'm literally talking slow and just Like in my head, I'm just like, okay, I don't know. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. That's all I was saying. I don't want to leave this earth right now. And once the fire department entered, all I remember is I remember seeing my daughter. I can hear everybody talking. I can hear and understand clearly what was being said and what was happening, but I could not move my limbs. So when the EMTs did certain tests, they realized, hey, okay, we gotta go. They lifted my arms, my legs, and they fell by my side and fell to the bed. So they put me on the stretcher and rushed me to the hospital. While I'm in the back of the ambulance, I started to have chest pains on my right side. Again, I'm in panic mode and I'm praying, right? So I arrived to the emergency room. They're doing tests. They're pinching me, sticking me, poking me, asking me, do I feel it? Again, I could feel, I just couldn't move. So then I proceeded to, they proceeded to call cold stroke. So they take me back and they do tests on me, and it wasn't a stroke. They began to do blood work, checking, my blood for everything, anything possible, and I'm still not moving my limbs. Then they came back to the room. Another doctor came back in the room and announced that my blood enzymes showed that I had a heart attack. So immediately, I'm not going to say immediately, after a while, I was moved to the ICU, where I proceeded to, get treatment and just be watched around the clock. Okay, so I'm going to leave the story there, and then I'll come back and tell you guys the rest of it. Right now, because my situation is ongoing, my condition is ongoing, I cannot tell you the cause of it, but I'm here, right? And I may just end this video here, but I'm here, okay? I am, it's a day-by-day process. I'm in rehab. I've been here a week and a half now. I'm progressing every day. I thank God for strength. I smile because it could have went left. In any of those moments, it could have went left. And I really give it to the fact that there's some things that won't ever leave your mind, right? And that's how, like, if you've learned a gift in life, like nursing, there's some things that doesn't leave your head, right? That could save your life. And also, I was working out a little with a routine that my son had given me to start working out. And I think had I not been healthy, I wouldn't be here right now to make this video for you guys. So I just want to leave y'all with that, because I know I've been missing in action on TikTok, and I love you guys. And I know that people were inboxing me, and I just didn't have the strength nor the mental capacity to just reply. So this is just me replying into everybody's DMs and everybody's messages, and some of my family that may or may not know. I'm sorry if you did not know and you're finding out this way, but my family's first response was me, okay? So with that being said, I love you guys, and I'll be back. I'm going to take y'all on the journey of my healing, because I'm going to get back on my feet. I'm still unable to walk like I used to. I do use a walker and a wheelchair at this time, but I'm working on strength right now so that I can get home to my family. But I just thank you guys, everybody, for the prayers and the kind words. Just everybody, just the support system that I have is amazing. And I love you all. Y'all have a blessed day, okay?